Yo, what it do, Fatherpreneur? So you've got your online community up, whether you're using the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, using School, Mighty Networks, or maybe even a Facebook group, and you're wondering how can you get your people to engage more with your community, and how do you get people to stick around and stay, especially if your community is paid and you have a monthly subscription set up. You absolutely must learn retention strategies because your monthly passive income goes down if people don't stick around in your community. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time, my friend, because I'm going to share with you today 7 ways to increase engagement and member retention through gamification and other tactics so that you can keep the members in your community and keep it growing. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick it this morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for us to continue to help you in the area of growing a online community. As you guys know, this is my favorite thing, and I think it's the best way to get started in an online business, especially if you're trying to monetize your knowledge, how to simplify everything, how to create a product that's easy to describe, easy for your prospects to understand, and easy for you to deliver on, and it's scalable and can be used in a variety of ways. And that just makes sense for me when I think about the perfect online business. So if you're new here, I am Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, which is an online community. I practice what I preach, specifically for fathers just like you who want to make a passive income empire based on your years of experience, your knowledge, your passions, your intellectual capital, and turn it into actual capital. But you need the right tools, systems, AI, and automation to make that happen. And those are the things that we cover inside of our free community. You can go to CortezHustle.com to check it out for yourself. Today, we're going to continue our training. On Fridays, we normally talk about how to get to the money. But this Friday, I'm going to continue with the training because it makes no sense for you to get to the money if you don't really understand the power in online communities, if you don't know how to build an online community, if you don't know how to create a curriculum and content to serve an online community, and if you don't know how to engage an online community and keep your members, then it don't matter how much you charge for your community or what kind of value you're giving. People are not going to stick around to get any benefits from it. So I'm going to give you the top 7 ways for you to increase engagement and retention in your community through gamification. So we're going to dive right in. And if you got questions, you know we do open office hours at the end of these things every single day. So let's dive right into the top 7 ways for you to increase retention and increase engagement. First, let's talk about why retention and engagement matters for any community, whether it's online or offline. Growing a community isn't enough. Retaining members and ensuring they stay active is key to long-term success. Engagement, on the other hand, drives community value. Engaged members are more likely to stay, contribute, and recommend your community to other people. High retention rates mean recurring revenue if you're running a subscription-based community. Your key takeaway should be the more engaged and invested your members are, the more likely they are to stay for the long haul. Now that we know the importance and the significance of this, let me know in the comments, do you think you should be purging people out of your group after, a set period of time of inactivity? Do you allow the fly in the wall to be in your community? I want to know your thoughts on that. I kind of got a mixed feeling. On one hand, the numbers matter because there is a real thing called FOMO, fear of missing out, and monkey see, monkey do syndrome. People come to your community and they see hundreds or even thousands of people in the community that makes them want to come, right? However, when they get there, and out of these hundreds or thousands of people that are in the community, it's only the same old people engaging every time, they're more likely to leave. So I'm leaning more towards a community that is smaller but active than one that is bigger and inactive. So I think, is my personal opinion, and I'm new to building a community in this way, but I do have experience with, I have a financially led fathers group on Facebook, over 3,500 men in that community. Same 5 or 6 people post every day, comment every day, engage every day. Why did y'all join the community in the first place if you didn't want to engage in the dialogue around getting your money together as a financially lit father, right? So you really have to determine what you're going to stand for and what you're going to allow, because you do have to set the tone for your community. You do have to create the culture for your community. That's incredibly important. So number one, first you got to understand why it's important for you to focus on retention and engagement. Number two, introduce gamification to your online communities. And I'll tell you, most online community platforms, I know it's certainly the case with the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, which is, again, our white label version of Go High Level. You can get Go High Level through my affiliate link, and I'll help you set everything up and even help you get your first few customers. Or you can just get our version, which is the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, starting at $100 per month. And we'll help you set it up, including help you create your communities. And of course, you get my coaching with building your business overall when you do that. But our community has gamification baked in from the moment you set it up, right? So what does gamification look like, and what can that do for your community? Gamification is the use of game-like elements, points, badges, leaderboards to motivate participation and reward members for their actions. Why does it work? It taps into natural human desires for competitiveness, achievement, and recognition, driving members to participate more actively. So gamification in communities effectively boosts activity in discussion boards, participation in challenges, and completion of courses or training modules. What's your takeaway? Gamification adds a layer of fun and motivation, making members want to engage and interact more. You guys stick around to the end. I'm going to show you what that kind of looks like as well. So look, my man Mike on scene says, listen, I've definitely been the fly on the wall, and I personally don't negate the value, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a hard decision to make, and I don't think there's a wrong or right decision. It's according to your preference and the culture that you want to build in your community, whether you want to let people hang around for a certain amount of time or if you want to purge your group every so often. I'm treating my community the same way I treat my email list. I have to purge my email list every so often, because if you keep sending emails to people who never open them, that ruins your email reputation. And I think my community would be the same. If I have this whole big number of people in my community, but only a few people engage, then I think that could potentially ruin the reputation of the community in and of itself. So I think I'm going to go with purging it every so often, but being fair, giving people time to get comfortable engaging within the community. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the top 7 ways to increase engagement and retention in your communities and the importance of that. Number 3 on our list is once you add gamification to your community, then you actually have to implement it, right? Badges and achievement awards will award members with badges for completing milestones like attending webinars, participating in discussions, or helping other members, right? So our gamification is based on engagement. So the more you engage, whether you like, comment on a post, whether you actually post something that you think is valuable, so now you're sharing your wisdom with the community, whether you comment on somebody else's post, you get points for all of those things. And what I'm going to do, which I haven't done yet, is set up the actual prize structure. What can you win by being super active in our communities, right? We, and in the past, have given away free vacations and free coaching calls and gift cards and all kinds of amazing things. So still working that part out for both of my communities, but it is incredibly important. You can also use a points or reward system. Set up a points-based system where members earn points for specific actions, such as making posts, sharing resources, or participating in challenges. And then if you have points, then it makes sense for you to also have a leaderboard that everybody could see, right? Display a leaderboard showing top participants in your community to spark healthy conversation. So I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see what it looks like inside our Fatherpreneur Success Academy. And I think that'll be a better help for you to have a visual of what that looks like. And right now, I think our community is about 22 or 23 members, and I'm super excited that we're growing. But the reason I'm going over this stuff with y'all is because I'm gonna give y'all my secret, right? The best way to learn anything is to teach it. Have y'all noticed that's what I do here every day? The things that I'm learning and executing in my business, in order for those things to really be cemented in me, where I actually know them, and can execute them in my sleep, is the way that I do that, y'all, is by teaching you. See, I believe that a lot of us are running around with a lot of blockage in the brain because our hard drives are full. See, there's only so much you can take in and store in the place of your brain that'll let you recall that with ease. And once that's full, it's hard to take anything else. Well, you know how I clear my hard drive every day? I come out and teach what I've learned. That takes it off of my hard drive and puts it into the cloud, so to speak. And now that frees up space in my hard drive for me to learn something new, but it also cements the information within me. So I learn, do, and teach almost simultaneously. And that's how I retain so much information. But that's just my little hack. I don't know if that works for everybody, but let me show you guys what it looks like when we say gamification and leaderboards inside of a community. And if you're in this community and you don't have enough points, don't feel bad. I haven't really started to grow the community like I should, right? So I got this. Here's my community. If I go up here to leaderboards, now what it shows me is how many points these people have in the last 7 days, last 30 days, the all-time leaderboard. How many members do I have on level 1? How many do I have on level 2? And then over here is where I'll start creating the awards that I want to give away. So I might say, hey, let's add a award. And let's see, add a reward. And I'm going to say, want to do a free vacation stay and free vacation stay. Let's see, first person to 1,000 points will earn a free 3-day vacation stay in Las Vegas. All right. But you gotta get yourself there. So we'll cover the stay, but you got to get yourself there. We're not going to pay for your plane ticket too, right? So boom. Now I've got a reward. I think, updated the group. And let's see. All right. So now when people come to the leaderboard, they see what some of the rewards are. Well, how do you get points? You get points by engaging in the community. And once you accumulate 1,000 points, the first person to accumulate 1,000 points, we're going to pay for that person a 3-day stay in Las Vegas. I think it's 3 days and 2 nights, right? At a Westgate resort. These are the types of things that you can and should be doing to increase engagement in your community and make it as fun as possible, right? So, implementing gamification was number 3. Number 4 on our list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking the top 7 ways to increase retention and increase engagement in your community. Run challenges and competitions. Create weekly or monthly challenges where members can compete or collaborate on completing tasks. Best content creation, business hacks, or fitness goals based on whatever your community is all about. Reward challenge winners with special recognition or exclusive content, such as a one-on-one coaching, free resources, or digital products. Challenges encourage ongoing participation and gives members a clear reason to stay engaged with your community. So here's an example. Host a 5-day side hustle bootcamp where members earn points for completing daily tasks. The top 3 points earners get special prizes and or featured recognition inside of your community. Help me out, y'all. What are some things that we can give away in our Fatherpreneur Success Academy that not only, and when I do these giveaways, I don't want to be selfish and only create contests, challenges, and giveaways that benefit me. I need and I believe in creating win-win-win situations. It's got to be a win for me and my community. It's got to be a win for you. And it's also got to be a win for your customers, because if you're winning for your customers, you're making more money and your customers are getting their problem solved. So I want to create challenges that says it's going to cause you to engage more in the community. But the challenge that you're doing is going to grow your business in some way, shape, or form and make you more money, which means you're selling more products to customers. And your customer wins because you help them solve their problem. So one of the first challenges I might create, it might be around creating your own community. Whether you got the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, or you're going to go set up a free school account or a free Patreon account or whatever, go create your community and then come back and post a link, and we're all going to go and check out your community, right? That's something that benefits you and us, because you're taking an action that's going to lead to more leads, customer sales, and all that kind of stuff. You're posting the link in our community, so that creates engagement in the community. If more people are taking that challenge, then more links and posts are showing up. And then we get to respond and give you feedback based on what we see about your communities. Powerful, powerful stuff, y'all. If you're creating this type of engagement in your communities, then people are going to stay in your communities longer. You're going to create a culture of winning in your community, and that's what it's all about. So pro tip is create a culture where our members feel valued and motivated to contribute through recognition. Number 6 on our list of top 7 ways to increase retention and engagement in your online community is to create a consistent engagement schedule. To keep engagement high, set a schedule for consistent activities, i.e. a weekly challenge, monthly Q&A, or live events. Automate reminders for upcoming events and community interactions using Go High Levels or Fatherpreneur Sidekick's calendar or notification features to keep participation high. Rotate between educational, fun, competitive activities to create different member interest. Your key tip here is the more frequently members participate, the stronger their connection to the community becomes. And whether you're using the free model like me with a couple paid tiers above free, or you're starting with a paid model, if people are having fun and getting value, they're going to stay. If they stay, every time new people come, they see all this engagement and this culture of winning that you've created in this community, and they want to feel a part of it. And when people are having fun doing anything, you know, the one thing they can't do, they can't stop telling other people that they're having so much fun. So I'm the more empowering guy. I'm not the fun guy, right? So I have to take extra steps to create that so that people are getting value and having fun. It goes back to understanding the 4 different personality types, right? You got the person who loves to have fun. You got the analytical minded person. The person is going to analyze and it's really about the numbers. You got the type A personality who's really a go-getter. And then you've got the other personality who just really likes to help people, right? Well, when you start identifying those people in your community, the content that you create you should be rotating it in a way that it speaks to all 4 of those people on a consistent basis, right? Last but not least, our 7th tip of the top 7 ways to increase engagement and retention is to track the engagement. Use analytic tools like what we have with our Go High Level or the Fatherpreneur Sidekick. It automatically tracks engagement. That's how it's giving everybody points and things of that nature. So you want to track the engagement to monitor which gamification activities are driving the most participation and which members are most active. Adjust your strategies based on the data. If a certain challenge or reward system isn't working, experiment with a different incentive or activities. Keep an eye on which activities lead to the highest retention rates and double down on those methods. Pro tip: data-driven adjustments help you continuously improve your gamification efforts, ensuring that your engagement strategy stays fresh and effective. And where there is high engagement in your community, there is high retention in the community. I don't want to be the only one in my community giving value when I know the caliber of people that I am inviting to the community. These are people with all gifted in some area or another. I've got to make them feel welcome and comfortable with sharing that wisdom and acknowledging them, and also giving them safe reign to be able to do that as long as they're doing it with taste and tact. Remember what our 8-figure course creator, Sonny Lenarduzzi, taught us. People want to feel felt. At the end of the day, if you make people feel felt, they're more likely to stick around in your community because everybody wants to feel appreciated. Every time anybody does anything, including me, we're always looking for validation. Did I do a good job? Was that okay? Was that too strong? Was that too wordy? How was it? We're looking for feedback. And as the leader of your community, you got to know that about people. And you got to acknowledge, show appreciation, reward good behavior, the behavior that you want to see more often. You got to really bring that to the forefront. The behavior that you don't want to see, you got to shut that down immediately. You don't want that to grow and spread. You build a community. Like before I come on most days, I'm at the gym around the corner from my house, which is a Planet Fitness. On their wall, Planet Fitness slogans is a judgment-free zone. Right? I think that's the type of community that you have to create in your online community. Yes, we want to hold people accountable. Yes, we want to show support. Yes, we want to provide coaching, courses, and community in my case. Yes, the whole purpose of that is to help you develop the right mindset, skill set, and tool set. But what I can't do is judge you based on where your mindset development is, where your skill set level is, the tools that you're using if they're not as sophisticated as our tools. Got to make people feel welcome, man. And that's how you increase engagement and increase your retention at the same time through gamification and creating a fun culture that produces not only a winning attitude, but a winning result. So appreciate you guys hanging with me this week. Next week on Monday, we're going to get to all the different ways that you can monetize your community. But I wanted to show you how to have retention first. I wanted you to understand all the foundational components that you need for a solid community. We talked traffic. We talked about engagement and retention. We talked about curriculums and content. I even gave you my source for buying content through PLR. Like, we really went in on the importance and significance of having a community and how easy it is to start and grow an online business with a community, because everything else can ripple out from that community, and that community can feed all other forms of online entrepreneurship. So next week on Monday, we're talking how to monetize your community. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you got questions, you want to jump into open office hours, you're welcome to do that at cortezhustle.com/open office hours. I appreciate y'all so much. Hope to see you in open office hours. Until then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to